Hi guys, today I am creating this look using Simplynam's Ultimate Kajal in their stunning new metallic shade. This color is going to be my pop of color for the eyes. And just look at the swatch. This is such a beautiful metallic blue. It has a gorgeous metallic blue uh, with perfect tones to complement all Indian skin tones. It also has a smudger on the other end, which makes blending super easy. So this is the kajal that I'm loving, and I'm starting with a bare face. I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 2W1 Dawn. My favorite way to apply this is by working in small sections, okay? Dotting and blending as I go because this foundation tends to dry quickly. Okay, it is a medium to buildable coverage foundation, and it is very long lasting. It is sweat proof, perfect for long functions, day weddings, stuff like that. It doesn't budge, it doesn't crease, it doesn't move. It's a very long lasting foundation. If you haven't tried the older version of the Estee Lauder foundation, the Double Wear foundation, you must give this a try. You can buy a small bottle like what I have. It is a very good way of testing out a product. It is available on Nika. It's half the price. It's a small bottle. You can test it if it works for you, and if you love it, you can always go ahead and purchase a bigger bottle. I'm using this technique. This dotting and blending helps you get a very seamless, natural finish without rushing. So it gives you the time to blend in. And at the same time, you can also build coverage wherever you need. You don't have to blindly load up your face with tons of foundation and end up looking cakey, creasy, and lose control on the entire blending part. The brush that I'm using is by Sephora in the number 47, and it's a very good brush to build coverage in thin layers for a flawless, non-cakey base. So that is a very beautiful match made in heaven. The Estee Lauder Double Wear and this brush, the number 47 Sephora. Now, coming to the eyes, I'm roughly lining my upper lash line with this blue kajal by Simplynam in the metallic blue color. No precision needed here. It is absolutely beginner friendly. I'm just doing very rough strokes and blending it out using the smudger here. This smudger is soft, it is not pokey, it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the lids. I have very sensitive eyes, guys, and it doesn't irritate my eyes either. Um, Earlier, I have used the smoky brown kajal, but this is a new purchase. Okay, now this kajal has a very good playtime, so you can smudge and shape it, but once it sets, it's completely budge proof, so work in layers and blend quickly. I am building, you can see I'm building the intensity very gradually, adding more pigment wherever and whenever I feel it's needed. I'm doing the same on the other eye, just doing some short, rough strokes on my entire eyelid, and then taking the other end of the pencil to, blend in whatever I have put on my lids. It gives a nice wash of this metallic blue, and it's a perfect base to layer on any products on top. uh, if you want to go about, adding a different foil or a different sparkle to it, you can always go about it, because this is a creamy base. I feel, sparkly eyeshadows are going to adhere so beautifully to it. Now I am building the intensity gradually, adding pigment wherever needed. Next, I'm taking the smoky brown kajal and just placing it strictly on the outer corners, and look at how beautifully it blends with the blue. And it also adds a lot of depth. Okay, so blue and brown together create such a unique smoky effect. This is a very unique smoky eye look. It is not that typical black or brown smoky eye. If you're bored of your black smoky eyes, brown smoky eyes, neutral smoky eyes, try this. You can switch the colors, the pop of color. You can switch blue to green to a purple, burgundy, whatever you may wish to match your outfit. Next, I am uh, building the intensity of the blue just a little bit, so that I can see more of the blue, and the brown kajal just blends into the blue. So I'm just, playing with the tonality of the two colors, how I want it to look on my eyes today. It's very easy, guys. These kajal pencils are so, multi use. You can use it as a liner, you can use it as your eyeshadow, you can also use it on your waterline. I am now taking a smoky, I'm now blending everything using brown eyeshadow for a little extra dimension. This step is actually optional, but it blends beautifully with kajal and adds that subtle depth. Okay, so instead of doing this first, I wanted to see how a powder eyeshadow blends in with this cream eyeshadow. And that's why I decided to do it. You can see it is slightly intensifying the crease of my eyes. Nothing dramatic. I can actually skip it, but it is looking very, very well merged and blended. So it is, the brown, it is a medium tone brown, so I'm sure everyone will have a medium tone brown eyeshadow. If you want, you can do this. I feel it elevates the look a little more. Now I am taking this black eyeshadow by MAC. It is in the color carbon. Instead of a liquid liner, I am using a black eyeshadow today to create a soft diffused wing. Okay, and I'm taking this angled sharp brush to create that wing. It gives that dreamy grungy finish without looking too harsh. Sometimes liquid eyeliners can make your eye look a little too harsh, too made up, and the dreamy aspect, that mysterious dreamy aspect, is lost. That's why you know to go in for this mysterious vibe, I decided to go with this carbon black eyeshadow, and I'm also doing a little bit of smudging with the same eyeshadow along the lower lash line, keeping the waterline clean to make the eyes look more open. So whenever you're doing such dark eyeshadow looks, your eyes tend to look more sunken in. So I'm lightly adding a little bit of concealer under the eyes, and like my usual brightening points, to bring back the highlight, the brightness, and this really helps to balance out a very dark grungy smoky look. The concealer that I'm using today is by Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona eye concealers are very beautiful. They're easy to work with, very easy to blend, long lasting. And I'm setting all of it, the entire concealer and foundation, with a loose powder. Today I'm using the K by Katrina loose powder in the shade Banana 02. And today I'm using this powder blush by YSL Blushes. These are their cloud finish or powder blushes. I'm taking two shades, Rose Haze and Pink Voltage. I'm starting with the color Rose Haze just to build a base for that pop of pink. I don't want to directly go in with the pink. I want my blush to have that dimension. Okay, so when you mix two blush colors, it looks more mysterious in my opinion than just going in with one flat color. So I like to use the Rose Haze first in my usual blushing points, and then I am adding just a pop of the Pink Voltage color, that pop pink color, for that fresh contrast. And you can see instantly it adds so much of it, it just lifts my face so beautifully. And this is a very good tip if you want to make your blush look very subtle, mysterious, and not very obvious, but still making a difference on your complexion. So these two are very good complementing each other. Next, I am lining my lips with NYX lip liner in in the shade rosy nude. I think it's just nude, and it's a very nice my lips but better kind of a color. It's a very soft rosy nude, and I feel it does such a beautiful job to line the lips and give, when you line your lips, it just makes your lip shape more prominent and it plumps your lips. And for the lipstick, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It was a limited edition shade, so I'm not mentioning the color, but in case if you find it, I will put it in the description bar below. So check it out. It is a very beautiful Barbie pink kind of a color. It's a very cool toned pink with a satin finish. You can absolutely swap this with any similar pink lipstick. Next, I am curling my mascara. I'm using the new L'Oreal Telescopic Extension Mascara. It's a waterproof mascara and works beautifully, especially if you have straight, stubborn lashes like mine. It really helps lift and lengthen them. And to finish off, I'm setting my brows with the NYX Tinted Brow Glue. This is one of my favorites. It holds the brows in place all day without smudging, flaking, or moving at all. And it comes in several colors, if I'm not mistaken. It comes in at least 3 4 colors. I will mention the shade name here. It is a dark brown in my opinion, and it just stays put like this throughout the day. It is so easy to use, very beginner friendly, and even if you goof up, you can just wipe it off with a tissue or an earbud or a Q-tip, whatever you may use. It is not highly pigmented, but the best part is that it has a gel like texture which holds the brows in place. And that's the final look, guys. It's a very simple, beginner friendly party makeup, super glam, yet very wearable in real life. It's not just for the camera, you'll actually love how it looks in person. And if you try this look, don't forget to tag me in your videos. And I would love to see your recreations, and subscribe to my channel for more such makeup tutorial videos. And all the product links are in the description bar below. So see you. Bye.